Today I'm going to start a series of videos on horsemanship for the novice horse owner. Meet Freya. Yeah, a pretty girl. She's a good girl. She is in her teens and she is broke to ride. She's a little bit more difficult to handle, but she's a sweet girl on the ground. And so one of the things I'm going to talk about first is the halter. This is a halter, and it is used for leading your horse, catching your horse. You'll notice on this halter there's a leather piece right here, and that is a breakaway. Hold on, baby girl. That's a breakaway portion of the halter. This mare is difficult to catch, so we have to leave a halter on her in the field. This breakaway component, if she gets tangled up in a fence, the halter will just snap apart and she won't break her neck. That is what the breakaway component is for. Also on this halter, I have attached a little bit of a, this is to keep flies out of her eyes. Her eyes get real infected. She does not like fly masks. She's ripped through 3 of them in the last about 6 weeks, so we're trying this design, and so far so good. You'll see that we have a very sturdy hitching rail for her. It's welded and it's put into the ground substantially, so she can't pull back on it. If she does pull back, the breakaway halter, it would fail if she pulled back seriously hard. Hopefully she doesn't do that. She never has. But this mare is a sweet mare. Ground manners are how a horse acts when you're working with them on the ground. How do they pick up their feet? Are they responsible? Come on, girl. Very good. She's got some gravel in there. She's very good for the farrier. She's actually very good to walk behind. You'll hear a lot of people say, never walk behind a horse. That's true to a point. When you walk behind them, you either walk very closely or you walk very, very far away. Close is because if they do kick, there's not going to be a lot of power in the kick. As you get to know your animal, you'll know the safety zone for the horse. This mare is only kicked at the dog and not at people. You can still never fully trust them. She just had her hooves trimmed. That's an important part of horsemanship, is ensuring that the health of your animal is taken care of. So she's on a 6-week schedule for her hoof trimming. She got them trimmed 2 days ago. She's a little bit overweight. She's an eater, this girl. And you'll notice some little tiny yellow eggs. Those are bot fly eggs. So bot flies come out in the fall, lay their eggs in areas where horses are prone to lick. So this area, the flank, and up here on the shoulder where the horse turns their head around and will lick this, down in here where the horse can get with its mouth, because once the horse licks these eggs, they become unattached, the horse swallows them, and then the larva starts in their stomach. So we do have a block. It's called a bot fly block, and it will take those off. And I'll show you those on the next video. But for right now, I just wanted to introduce you to Freya. And she's a pretty wonderful girl. And one of her most exciting things is this coloration right here. Doesn't that look like a cat blowing smoke? Yeah, she's a good girl, and she's going to be one of the models for these series of videos. I'm looking at another horse here in a couple of weeks that may be added to the farm. As far as her breeding, we really don't know. She may have Walker in her, Tennessee Walker. We're not sure. She's a big gaited horse. Not, I shouldn't say gaited. She does not have a rack like a true Tennessee Walker. But if she's a half breed, then that could explain her lack of rack. She's a real sweet girl. I'll show you a few things about her. Conformationally, she's fairly correct in her front legs. She's got a decently wide stance, matches her deep chest. Her shoulder could be a little more sloped. This angle right here from point of shoulder here to here, you want that as more level as you can. So when it's this way, their gait can be a little choppy. When you're looking for a horse and they have a shoulder that's more like this, you have a bigger movement and a smoother gait. She does have, let's see, on her back legs, she's not too bad. She's a tiny bit what we'd call cow-hocked. So that means her hocks are a little closer than her ankles, which are not really called ankles, but for this video, that's what I'm calling it. This is the hock, okay? Her ankle down here, that's it. So, but she's actually conformationally a pretty correct mare. So she does have a little pocket of fat up here, indicating she is overweight. So meet Freya, and I hope that you have fun with the whole series of videos that we're going to do.